Water pollution. In this video, we examine the many ways the substance mankind throws away have polluted lakes, rivers, and even in the ocean. The United Nations estimate that around 10% of the world's people do not have access to clean drinking water. That's over 700 million people. The main problem with this untreated water is that it can carry diseases such as cholera, spread through untreated human feces. This is particularly serious in shanty towns near big cities and refugee camps. Rivers and streams can also be polluted with diseases from water coming from badly managed rubbish dumps. But human sewage is not the only substance that pollute our water supplies. Most of the other substances human allows to escape into streams, rivers, and the oceans are more a danger to natural ecosystem than to us directly. Chemical fertilizers are much more soluble in water than organic manure-based fertilizers, so heavy rains wash them into streams and lakes causing eutrophication. The fertilizers cause the algae to grow very fast, forming a mat in the lake deeper down, which dies bacteria then feed off the dying vegetation and use up the remaining oxygen supply.
Once the oxygen has gone, all animals' life dies. The lake ecosystem is destroyed if heavy metals such as lead, mercury, and cadmium get into rivers and lakes. Many animals will die in Minamata, Japan. A polluting mercury fungicide factory was closed in 1968, yet people there have continued to be affected by mercury poisoning, the so-called Minamata disease, ever since because the fish caught locally in the bay still have trace of mercury in them. Nowadays, the use of mercury and cadmium fungicide has been largely replaced by copper and organic compounds. The removal of the lead from petrol began in the 70s when it became clear that lead poisoning causing mental effect was caused at least in.
There are fears that these underground stores could fail and contaminate water courses. Currently, small amounts of radioactive material are allowed to be washed out to the sea on the basis that it will become so diluted that it will make no difference to the natural background. Radioactive in the oceans while following a nuclear disaster like 5 Mile Island in 1979, Chernobyl in 1986, or Fukushima in 2011. Water courses in the ocean can become dangerously polluted with radioactive waste during mining and drilling operations to extract minerals from the earth aquifers, which are the underground water courses can be polluted. Huge amounts of plastics thrown away from ships and washed out to the sea from rubbish dumps on land have ended up floating in huge islands of waste, causing a serious threat to fish and seabirds and other marine animals. The so-called Great Pacific Garbage Patch is estimated to be half the size of Europe, and there are 4 other coal and oil fuel power stations have been responsible more so in the past of causing acid rain, which devastated many North European new lakes. In the see our video on acid rain floor and the fossil fuel and nuclear power stations need large amounts of water from condensing the steam, which drives their turbines. This water is usually cooled on site in a great cooling tower that dominate the skyline of power stations. Even so, the water returns to the river or sea warmer than before, and this can upset the river or sea ecosystems, although not material pollution. This waste heat is a pollutant, so to summarize, there are many ways mankind is polluting rivers, lakes, and seas. Perhaps the most serious, causing millions to become ill or die, is pollution by human sewage. To learn how we are attempting to purify wastewater and to make water fit to drink, see our link video water treatment.